When your software generates vehicle routes, it must minimize cost. That includes avoiding unnecessary driver costs, such as expensive contractors or overtime for employees. But the work still needs to happen, costly or not. Not all drivers are paid the same. Senior field service technicians get paid more than juniors, and contractors get paid more than employees. Unless there's no work for the contractors, then they don't get paid at all. So when your users click the Schedule with AI button to solve their vehicle routing problem, how do we distinguish necessary driver costs from avoidable ones? Carl is an employee. He works from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. This incurs a fixed cost for the company of $800. But we can assign him up to 4 hours of overtime until 9 p.m. Each hour of overtime does cost $200. If you don't assign any visits to Carl, it costs $800. Carl loves this. He gets paid to do nothing. He can just play tennis all day. But it's not a healthy way to run a company. If you assign a full day's worth of work to Carl, it costs the same. That's better. Well, for the company at least, maybe not for Carl's tennis game. It's only when we assign him too much work, the overtime cost kicks in. An extra $200 per hour started. This amounts up to a total cost of $1,000. If Carl works very late, it becomes $1,600. Dan is a contractor. He starts at 9 a.m. for as long as needed until 9 p.m. at the latest. He costs the company $200 per hour. If there's no work for him, he costs nothing. That's the benefit of working with contractors. But if he has to show up for work, he needs to get paid for at least 4 hours. So that's an activation cost of $800, which also covers the first 4 hours. So if he does one short visit, it still costs $800. And as soon as he does more than 4 hours of work, each extra hour costs $200. In this case, he started the 5th hour, so it costs $1,000. If Dan works very late, for a total of 12 hours, it costs $2,400. Now let's put it together. If there's no work, only employees get paid. If there's only work for our employees without incurring overtime, the solver assigns all work to them. Again, only the employees get paid. If there's more work, the solver assigns work to the contractors too. Cheapest contractors first. Of course, the solver still takes into account required skills, affinity, travel time, and many other constraints. So it typically needs to assign work to expensive contractors anyway. If there's a lot of work, the solver incurs overtime. That's how you avoid unnecessary driver costs in vehicle routing. But that shouldn't be your only goal. You still want to cater for employee retention and service quality too. That's where you want a holistic solution, like Timefold's REST APIs. Try it out for yourself.